Thank you all for joining the webinar What's New in Dynamics 365 Finance and Supply Chain Management version 10.034. Before we jump into the presentation, we just wanted to go through a few items. If you have technical or content-related questions during the presentation, please use the Q&A window and we will address your questions. Closed captioning is available by selecting the CC button in the bottom right corner of your media player screen. You can expand, minimize, and move each of the window panes displayed on your screen if needed. This presentation is being recorded, and we will send all registrants a link to the recording post-webinar. I will be one of the speakers of today's webinar. My name is Olena, and I'm a financial functional consultant, and I've been working with Dynamics for approximately 10 years. And during this time, had a chance to work with different versions of Dynamics and different localization. And another speaker of today's webinar will be Malay. Malay, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Olena. I have been a supply chain consultant for 5 years now, and I have been working with warehouse management, inventory management, and transportation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Malay. So yeah, we can go to our next slides. Agenda for today will be next, like finance updates. This will include enable the global general journal page, reverse posted bank statement, advanced bank reconciliation improvement, and financial tax updates. And the other part will be for supply chain management updates. We will speak about the check material availability for scheduled operations, also print labels using an external service, run the warehouse management mobile app, release multiple BOMs, formulas for engineering change management, and the user-specific product name and description. And of course, during all the webinar, you can ask your questions, so we will be happy to answer on it. So, yep, we can start from finance updates. One of the features of this release is enable the global general journal page to select multiple companies for postings. With this new feature, now it's possible to select for posting journals across multiple companies in a badge job on the general journal global page. Another useful enhancement, it's about financial tax. Actually, this functionality was introduced in the previous release. And in this one, it was just extended and added like this financial tax to the following journals. So here on our slide, you can see like the list of all possible places where you can use financial tax. It's periodic journal, fixed asset journal, allocation journal, etc. All other enhancements related to the advanced bank reconciliation. The first feature that was added in this release, it's about reverse posted bank statements with new transactions. And when you reverse statements, when you actually click button reverse statement in bank statement format, now all the transactions that was posted, like new transactions, will be automatically reversed. So you don't need like anymore to do this manually. So this button will do everything automatically. Another enhancement also related, as I told you, to advanced bank reconciliation. And for that one, it was added like a new transactions section. Before this enhancement, like everything was mixed, like all transaction was in the one form, and now you can see transactions in the different blocks So it's like more comfortable for filtering and like for viewing transactions in the bank reconciliation worksheet. One more enhancement for this release, it's enable batch mode for mark as reconciled in advanced bank reconciliation. So sometimes if the data volume is large, the reconciliation will take a long time to be completed online and will sometimes cause a session timeout. So with this feature, you can do reconciliation in a batch. So it will save time and prevent like session to be time out. And the last one enhancement that I want to speak is about voucher in a bank statement. So it's a small enhancement, but actually very useful because now you can see the general ledger transactions directly from the bank statement. So as you can see, Microsoft added like new button voucher, and when you click on this voucher, you will be able to see general ledger transactions. So that's everything from the finance part in this release, and I think we can move to the supply chain management features. All right.
Thank you, Alina. So first, we will review the new features released as part of 10.0.34 version update. So the very first feature is in the feature area of Copilot and AI innovation. For D365, it's been on a purchase order area. So now we have an ability to summarize purchase order changes for better decision making. So every day business receives many purchase orders and it's really hard for users and purchasing agents to understand what changes have been done or whether they would be needed to be accepted or make any changes. And it takes time to also fully understand how it affects the downstream sales order, production order, or any inventory levels adjustments. With this Copilot and AI innovations, now it will allow users to make decisions directly from the screen. So this feature will summarize the purchase order changes as they arrive in the responses from the vendor. It helps purchasing agents make a better decision by summarizing the downstream impact of changes, such as identifying which planned downstream sales order, production order, or maintenance work order will be affected or won't be start as planned due to the change delivery dates. Next new feature is in manufacturing and asset management area. Now user can check material availability for scheduled operations. Earlier, this was only allowed for the operations who were using jobs, but now this feature enables user to check the inventory when they are using operations as well. So before releasing a production order to the shop floor, production supervisors typically checks the material availability for each order by going into the production floor management workspace and selecting the production order to release tile. The production order to release page now lists and indicates material availability both for orders that use schedule operations and batch scheduling as well. So we will have on the right top corner, we will have a new tab called Material Availability Checks. So you can select the production order, which is using scheduled operation, and you can check the material availability before you release the order. Next feature release is in the warehouse management area. Now we can enable label printing using the external service. With 10.034 release, supply chain has become more robust, offering seamless integration with third-party labeling solutions out of box. Microsoft has partnered with Siegel Scientific Bartender and Loftware Nice Label to enhance core Dynamics 365 labeling capabilities. The enhancement will strengthen the supply chain in managing barcodes and shipping labels effectively. This features enables direct interaction between D365 and 3PL third-party solutions by providing a framework for communicating via HTTP API without requiring the DRA. The other feature is again in the warehouse management area. Now the warehouse management app is available for iOS devices. So now the iOS devices such as iPads, iPhones can be used for running the warehouse app. Warehouse management app worker can complete material handling, receiving, picking, put away, cycle counting, and production tasks. Now we will look at the feature updates as part of this release. This one is in the engineering change management module, release multiple BOMs formulas for engineering change management. This feature enhancements lets you release all the bill of materials or formula that are active for the product when you release the product. This functionality can be relevant, for example, if you have multiple active formulas that apply for various from quantities, you'll be able to view the different bill of material or formulas and their respective routes on the BOM designer when releasing on the release product structure page and reviewing the release on open product release page. Now we will look at the feature which is getting deprecated as part of this release. And this is the non-Azure AD external user sign-in. So the reason for deprecation is that for external users who aren't present in Azure Active Directory tenant that is used for finance and operations environment, Microsoft has identified this type of access as a security issue. It will be replaced by another feature. Yes, finance and operations already support business-to-business collaboration that provides a secure way to provide access to external guest users. For more information, see business-to-business collaboration overview. If you want, you can take proactive action by inviting and onboarding external users through the Azure AD portal. No changes are required though for financial apps. We will share, more details will be shared with the affected customers in version 10.035 or later. And the support date is targeted for October 2023 for the deprecation. So now we do have a question from Judy. Elena, would you be able to take that one? What would be an example of a financial tag?
Yeah, I just answered it in chat.
Awesome, perfect. I do not see any other questions in the chat. Thank you for attending today's session. And if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.